Hi everybody, this is Kim and I am back with a video. It's a video of my Fauxdori that I handmade. I used the Ray Blake tutorial video, which I will link down below. It's an awesome video. He shows you step by step how to make it, and then I just sort of took mine one step further. I did not, his comes with two straps on the inside. I'll show you one that I made before this. His comes with two straps on the inside, and that's two of these. So I do not like taking, I want one strap per notebook. So if you're familiar with the Midoris, this goes in the middle of each pad that you have. And if you have more pads or more notebooks than you have these bands, then usually what you end up doing is rubber banding the two notepads together and then sticking them in one of these. I didn't like the way that felt or looked. I didn't like the way it's set. So this one that I have, I'm going to use for something different, but I wanted to make it different. So what I did was I made this, and the main difference is everything else is constructed the same except for, see how wide it is? It's much, much wider than what a normal Midori would be. I have 8 bands in here. A couple flaws that I noticed. One, now this is only the second one I've ever made. I am no expert at this. I am totally making it for just myself. I will probably end up making another one just because I bought the leather in a roll and it was huge, and so I have plenty of leather to go around, and I want it to be perfect by the time I'm done. But anyways, this band, a little bit too low. I would have liked it up a little bit higher. I didn't like the way I did some of the stitching on the top because it's not completely even, and same with the bottom, and it's pulled just a little bit taut. Those are my, complaints, but, hey. I do love the way the folder, or the Midori, my Fauxdori, is constructed, though, as far as, how thick it is. I love this chunky look. It has absolutely everything I need in it. This will cover me till the end of the year. I have all of my planners in here till the end of the year. And I personally like that. Some people like thinner things. I use this for my wallet. I use this for everything. This, literally, if this was lost, I don't know what in the world I would do. So I'll go inside. We'll get started and I'll show you what's inside. I have, just to let you know, first time I've ever made these folders, first time I've ever done any of this, so there are flaws, huge flaws actually on some of it, and I'll walk you through those so that, if you want to make one, you'll know what to look for. So the first book I have is my to-do lists and ideas, and I just decorated the front a little bit. When you open it up, I took, this is just cardstock on the outside, the covers, and this is lined paper. This lined paper, here's the band that goes through the middle. This lined paper, I just took an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. I cut it the length that I needed it, and then I just did a crease in the middle to fold it over. Rounded the corners. One thing, just to let you know, for my preference, these corners, too rounded. I don't like them that rounded. I used the 1/2 inch on my corner chomper. I would use the 1/4 inch next time. I just think it looks a little more, I don't know, neat, professional, whatever. So how I've used this book is, it has my wish list on the front, the things that I want. I have the few things that I want first are right in here. The next page is my to-do list, and this is like my quick to-do list. And meaning like real general categories. The rest of this is all going to be just for notes, like quick notes I want to go through. The next book I have is my blog and YouTube planner. Again, cardstock on the outside. The paper on the inside I printed from, and I'm sorry, I have to get to the name later and I'll put it on the bottom. And I'm sorry I'm talking fast, but I tried to do this video 2 or 3 times, and it's really long. So I'm trying to shorten it for you. So if anybody has any requests of something they want me to show a little more specific, please let me know, and I will do a separate video on it. But these pages, when you print this together, this is for my blog and my YouTube planner, so it tells me like what videos I'm going to upload, things like that. It comes with a monthly on the front. My suggestion, don't print with such dark ink because it will bleed through. Didn't like that. The following pages show you the week. This is like a week at a glance with a little thing down here that says to-do notes. Love that because when you're doing your blog and everything, it gives you just enough room to put in the information and notes that you need. Did not decorate any of these pages, and I really don't plan on it because I decorate my planner pages. In the back, I put a tab because after you get the weeks for the month, then there's this grid paper. And so you get plenty of that grid paper so that you can write notes. And I just put in like an organizing, things I want to organize in my craft room. And in the back, I'm starting to keep track of my digital, like the digital kits that I want to get. And over here are the digital kits I have. I haven't even, so I just started this at work and I didn't have the names, so I haven't finished it yet. Because I use those in my Silhouette Cameo machine. So my next catalog, or my next little notebook, is Design Sketches and Projects, and I did this one out of grid paper that I had, that I cut. I cornered the edges, rounded the edges, or the corners. Oh my gosh, can't speak. The only thing I don't like is, and this is something that, this little tip, I, even with a blade, could not cut this even. I used a ruler, I used blade, everything. I used scissors after I couldn't get it. It's not working for me. So I either need a paper cutter, or like I did later in some of my monthly notebooks, I went to Staples and had them cut it straight. Works out perfectly and no hassle. So in this, I'm just keeping like design sketches. I've barely even used it. Tons of paper in this. I like that. So that's this book. The next one is I made this little handmade, it's got 3 credit card slots here, and on the other side it has the exact same, let me show you. But my credit cards are in it, so I have to turn it over. So I have the exact same slot here. I put clear tape on the 2 of them, so on both sides to make it a little bit thicker, and then it just slides through. Then I made one of these folders that Pocket Full of Vintage has a tutorial out there on, and I used a file folder that was a decorative file folder, and then, so I've got my pocket here, my pocket here. I put a pen loop here that I got from Staples. Don't have a pen in this one yet because I can't figure out which one I want to put in yet. And it has another pocket here, and then the exact same configuration here is on the other side of this notebook, which I put in the middle of it. And this right here is my monthly planning. I use DIY Fish inserts, and I'm using her brand new 2.2, I think it's MTN 2.2, and it's the Midori Planner pages, but it's the brand new version. And the pages on all my books from here until the end of the year are going to look like this. Because, the covers I mean, because I had the Filofax and I had decorated them all the way to the end of the year and realized that I was going to go to the Midori, did not want to waste all the decorating I did on those pages. So I just took them out of my Filofax folder and I glued them on here. So this is how I decorated my Filofax before. So now this is the front of my notebook. So this is for the month of August. And normally I don't have this tab like this, but my tab fell off that I had before, and so I had to kind of like improvise. So this is what it looks like when you open it up. I have the, like I said, the DIY Fish inserts, and the way they work is that you pull it out. Mondays are all on the first row, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, etc. And when you're looking at a week at a glance, you would look from Monday all the way down. This is the week. So this is the current week we're in right now. This will be next week, and it starts from Monday and ends on Sunday. I really like that. Wasn't sure I'd like that in the beginning, but I've gotten used to them, so I'm now that's how I think. Oh, and then it has the monthly planner on this side, and this is where I put my bills and when they're due and when I paid them for the month. The next page that you get on hers is a meal planner. I am going to skip this little group because this was the first week and I didn't really use it that much that first week. So it's this next thing I go into is exactly like this is, only the second week in. So I started using it here for my meal planner. Wasn't so successful finishing the meals, but I need to start doing it because my daughter starts school next week, and it's just horrible to go to work and have to get meals out and all that stuff without making sure that I plan in advance. So on the following page, then it shows you, this is your week at a glance right here in bigger print. So it has, let me see if I can get a little bit closer. Okay. So this has Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then over here will be my weekly chart. And I have not decided exactly how I'm going to use this yet. I think I'm going to break down my bills. Like the bills that I have in the front month, I'll break them down and put them down here so that I can make sure that I keep myself on financial track. Because, yeah, I'm not so good at that. So, I have a tendency to do overspending. Either that or the other thing I thought about doing was whatever orders I placed. online, maybe put them in here too. So anyways, that's where I'm at. I have already started using the first 2 days. I won't show you those because I didn't decorate those 2 days, but it gives you a day at a glance, and that's what a day at a glance looks like. So for me, what I did was, I hope you can see this. Oops, I'm sorry. This is really moving around. But what I did was I started with this day and decorating, and I decided this has the times on it right here for a schedule. I don't have that many appointments in a day. So for me, a whole column down here of appointments is a waste of time, or waste of space, I should say. So I do like to break down my bottom part of it. So what I thought I would do is, and then here's my, my first day that I decorated. So what I thought I'd do is this, and I'll show you my next page. I went ahead and I like to decorate it with my washi on the bottom, my washi across the top, and my uneven pages, which are killing me for this month because I did not have this month cut at Staples. The following months, it'll be much better. So I'm using this side right here for checklists of things that need to be checked off. Okay, so everything on the left column is going to be everything that I want to do, that I need to check off. Everything on the right side are going to be things that I kind of want to do but won't necessarily get done. It's so hard to describe how I separate them, but maybe things I want to do more at home, and then one on the left side is more things that I want to do in general. And then somehow I'm going to do this. I don't know whether I'm going to dot them like I did right here, or if I'm going to stamp it, or maybe even line out a piece of washi tape across it, and then that separates it, because I like to have these two little columns down here. These are usually things that I want to do with my family. There's an avocado fest that's coming up, so I want to talk to my mom about going. Different things like that. The things on the left are usually like a list of things that I want to either bring to work or whatever. So for example, I put over here a little column of things I need to bring to work. So that's how that's going to work for me. And then I like the fact that I can decorate these little things up here. I decorated a few pages or a few weeks out. So again, here's the things I know that are coming up next week that need to be done. Sorry everybody for the interruptions. Anyways, so this is my week at a glance. This will be my next week chart, and then this is how I decorated it for the following week. So I kind of like that. I love how I have so much space to decorate, and I don't normally get to do that. So usually when you have the personal size file effect, you don't get that much space. So anyways, these are the next weeks that, are coming up, and I'm going to keep the same theme as far as in the month of August, they'll all be the same color. Whatever color I choose, I'll try to keep it like that. So that's what this looks like for the month. And then at the very end, there's this little list here, and I guess this is going to be, I think I'm going to use this for like carryovers for the following month. Things that I want to do that I need to carry over. I can always cut this and attach it to the beginning of the next page. Okay, so then here's the other side of that other pocket, and it has like some of my stickers and doodles and things that I use. My friction pen, love this friction pen. It's erasable. Oh my gosh, it's the best. I have a whole set of different colors, and so I think I'll just switch each month. I'll just change the colors. I don't like, my color coding is more like this. I color code things for when I get them done. I highlight them in yellow. I color code my weekly things and my monthly things, like, I'm going to show you a page here. On this week, green is my daughter, pink is any kind of bill, and then yellow is me. So, and then blue is something different, like my best friend's birthday is on Monday. So, anything that has to do with outside my family is blue. And then when I go to the month right here, anything in green is my daughter, pink is finances, and yellow is me. So that's how I color code. Oh, and then orange is like vacations or holidays. So going back to this little pocket thing here. Love this. It's really, really great. You guys should make one. It's so cool. There's another pocket on this side, and then another slide-in pocket. And then here's some of my little stickers that I have. And then again, the back side, that credit card thing. And this is my month, September. So this is how I had decorated my file effects pages. So like I said, I just carried them over to this. So there's September. There's all my pages inside September. I don't have them all done yet. And then there's my month of October. Have it all decorated out. And then there's my month of November. And I have that whole folder there. And then here's my month of December. And I have that folder. And that is all I have in this book. But that's a lot. I think that is just a huge amount. And if you look at it, they all sit nice. They all sit good. All you do is just take this little thing, this little elastic band, put it on top, and you carry it with you wherever you go. The only thing I have left to do that I did not do is the charm. So I got to put my charm on, and then I am ready to go. And I am really, really happy. I think these are really cool. So it's not perfect, and it's got some flaws, but hey, I know I made it, and it makes me feel good. So anyways, thank you everybody for watching, and if you have any questions, please link them down below. I'd be more than happy to answer them. And if you have any other suggestions of things that maybe I had mentioned that I was looking for help with, you know, I'm all ears. So thanks again, guys. See you next time. Bye.